motherfucker Breida gets hurt. I'm praying. Breida. Give a fuck if you run around with Josh Allen. It's fun. Runs the ball, that's gay. Oh, you motherfucker. Runs the ball, it's gay. Motherfucker runs on the first play, you asshole.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Hit that motherfucker.
In the NFL, so when they're that high powered,
this fucking trash.
To hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen.
Give me that.
This is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense. Pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
There you're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, at that situation, they really become magnified.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Yeah. Just hey, let me know.
Movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like
I got the same thing over here. I got the same shit over here. Man. If I pause, just don't unpause it. Just let me know, okay?
It's what we call sudden change, right?
Yeah, I know the same with you.
Put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
This motherfucker Holland. That shit was
Picked
stupid.
up by Javon Holland. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They can't tackle it.
Oh, fuck.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
What? Yeah, I'll be up in 1 second, okay?
come back if you are. Back.
Yeah, I'm back.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. Up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
17-0 our score after one.
17. Bills nothing.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Good run.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He finds his man complete. It's Robbins. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A 7-yard toss.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon. And he's going to ball his way. Dolphins score. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Slade. Is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. His man complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play here for Buffalo.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. It's going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles.
Oh, good move.
Into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Flush to his right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After the sack on first down, Lance. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Oh, what a dive.
35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And brought down, but
Bro, this fucking dive.
10 more there and another first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive.
I'm tackled by my own fucking guy this time.
To give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
On second down and 4, Lance escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right.
right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 12, Lance.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down at 4. Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me.
INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 12. To throw, it's Lance. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Allen now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
He almost fucking caught that.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. All the way back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up second and 3 at the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Lance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Throwing now is Lance.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And this will be a touchdown.
Henry runs
With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
First down, Buffalo.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Pull it out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And again, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to
No.
eventually taken down here.
Lucky I ain't got that fucking
Downfield.
skateboardist.
Joseph Day. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
That's PI. PI like shit.
And they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he
GG's,
gets it
Adam.
all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Punk motherfucker.
Big offensive